Hey, it's me, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group, and want to make a quick video here on the Housing Affordability Index. All the rage right now to hear about how unaffordable housing is. And so we're here to break it down to see if home ownership is really within reach of the average American. The Housing Affordability Index, it's a useful tool for anyone who has questions about home prices and housing affordability. And here's how it works. Here's what it does and what it means for you if you're looking to buy a home. The Housing Affordability Index is a measure of whether or not, the average American household can afford a typical single-family home. It's was created by the National Association of Realtors, NAR, remember that. And they use information from the government census plus its own data about home sales to regularly update this index. How is it calculated? The NAR uses data on the sale of existing homes, not new construction homes, plus mortgage rates and household income to determine that housing affordability. First, it collects U.S. Census data on median household income across all major metropolitan areas. Then it reverse engineers a number called the qualifying income, which is the amount the household would need to qualify for a mortgage, and compares those two numbers. So how it's calculated, qualifying income is calculated by taking the monthly mortgage payment on a typical single-family home and then multiplying that by 4 to arrive at the monthly income a household should have to go buy that home. A lot of math, stick with me. Why 4? Because general wisdom is that your housing payment should be around 25% of your monthly expenses. Then you take that number, you multiply it by 12 to get the annual qualifying income. It should be noted that NAR also assumes a 20% down payment and a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So let's compare qualifying income with actual median income. Comparing the two that U.S. households would need to buy a home with the actual median income, NAR divides the actual income by that qualifying income. Then to arrive at the composite housing affordability index, they'll take that number and multiply it by 100. Why? Because the results allow us to understand clearly and quickly if housing is affordable to most Americans or not. So quick example, and you can always click the link because we do have these calculations in the blog. 2021, we're going to start there. The U.S. median household income was just shy of $71,000. By quarter four of the same year, the median purchase price was just shy of $424,000. Mortgage rates at the time hovering between 3 and 3.125 before they started to rise in 2022. So to find the qualifying income for this situation, we first need to know the monthly mortgage payment. Let's split the difference, 3.05 with a 20% down payment. That monthly mortgage payment on that 4.25 home was around $1,438. So to find the qualifying income, we now need to multiply that number by 4 for weeks and a month, and then by 12 for months and a year. And the resulting annual qualifying income in this scenario was $69,024. That's a bunch of numbers. Hang on, it's about to get easier. If you remember right, the next thing we have to do is compare the actual income with the qualifying income by dividing them. In this case, the equation will look like this. Median income, $71,000. Income needed to qualify, $69,000. Divide those two into each other, you get 1.025. Here's the trick. Housing affordability, again, is based on 100. Any number over 100 means that housing is more affordable. Any number under 100 means it's less affordable. That's why the next step is to multiply the result by 100. So it looks like this. That 1.025 times 100 gives us 102.5. So in this example, the average household has approximately 102.5% of the income required to qualify for a mortgage on a typical single-family home. This means buying the home was just affordable at that time. As we know, things have changed a little bit. Housing affordability in the U.S. is at an all-time low, with housing prices since 2021 have started to come down slightly. Mortgage rates have gone way, way up. Wages have increased about 5% in that time, but have not obviously kept up with inflation. So as we already discussed, mortgage rates are a major part of that housing affordability. We did the same math problem at the current interest rate at the time of recording this of 7.55%. The affordability index would drop from that 102.5 all the way down to 61.9. That means that by changing only the mortgage rate, the average household went from having 102.5% of the qualifying income to just having 61.9%. That's a big deal. These numbers are only examples, of course, and NAR uses different data to collect its index. However, the median monthly mortgage payment just hit an all-time high of $2,605. That's up 19% year over year, and mortgage rates don't seem to want to come down anytime soon. So with all these numbers, you are probably wondering, is there any good news? Well, here's the deal. Wages just outpaced inflation for the first time in June. So while the aggressive inflation has been making paychecks feel smaller for months, if not years, it now appears to be slowing. In June, the real wage growth outpaced inflation for the first time in over 2 years. The gains were small, but they spelled some relief for Americans looking to purchase a home in the near future. So as that inflation slows, purchasing power will grow as your paycheck goes further and you're able to put away savings. In addition, the long-term trend for mortgage rates will become more favorable as inflation cools and the Fed is able to let up on that key interest rate. If you have sights set on purchasing a home, don't give up. And if you're wondering if you can afford a home in our market, just get in touch. We can link you up with the best of the best lenders to run through different scenarios with you. My guy just locked a buyer client who just purchased into what's called a 3-2-1 buy down. So essentially they're going to be paying 2% less for the first 3 years. Sounds like a pretty good deal if you can go get a 5.5. So that's it for now. Again, thanks for watching this video. I know, again, there's a lot of math, but trust me when I say all of this is wildly important. Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group, and see you in the next video.